gentlemen, welcome back to TJ's Top 10 Teams on a
I'm
Tuesday.
excited for this one. You could be screwed. This is a tough week.
Tough week?
Are the Chargers back in here?
We'll find out.
Oh.
Before we get into this one, I'll say 10 through 8 was tough because there's a lot of teams that could go there.
Yeah.
7 to 4, I think they all should be there, but I feel like they could all be interchangeable. And then my top 3 are my top 3, which I'm pretty
Top 3 years, top 3.
pretty solid in.
Okay.
And I changed it for
Three is
you.
Pretty easy in my
That's
opinion.
not-
but
Actually,
That's even
worse.
worse.
You said to capitalize the teams.
All right, well, could you capitalize the AMS next time?
Oh, it's like
Well-
tight end AMs.
We'll see what I can do.
Okay.
Number
Thank
10. Yes, the Chargers are back in my top 10 list.
They're back in your top
back in
10
my
for
top 10
real?
list.
Ah.
Yes.
Nah, not
That was a
yet.
joke.
No, they're back in.
I was
Because
memeing, bro.
they have faced a lot of injury this whole season,
let's go, baby.
but I feel like they're back, dude.
They in your top 10, Tom?
Yeah.
They're in your top 10, actually.
Yeah.
Why?
Why wouldn't they be in my top 10?
Because they literally haven't done anything all season. They've been scrambling to beat teams that aren't even that good.
Oh,
It's
they're
because
definitely
they
in my top
faced
10.
so much injury, though, is the thing. Like
That's true, but I
like-
don't think that's like.
because when they're fully healthy, like we're talking. I mean, I still think they will make the playoffs with how they are right now, because those people are going to be coming
That's
back.
because there's other two stinkers in their division.
You know?
I don't know. The Chargers have been very disappointing in my opinion. I mean, I think they're close. They're on the fringe, but I don't see them being a top 10 team just because they barely, by the skin of their teeth, beat the Browns on a missed field goal. I don't think they should be in the top 10 for that,
Well, I mean,
personally.
I'm not going to
I just
overreact
wanna
yet
see
until I
who
see
you
who you
think
have
should be
out. of the
high-
top
yeah, I
10.
want to see who you guys would have higher than the Chargers.
I don't know yet.
there were
10 is not like a crazy number. It's just
I just seem like they. I do have to see who's not in there. But
there was
I think that's all.
one other team I was going. It was pretty much a coin toss, which it wasn't. A coin
I
toss.
I
Like,
agree
put 'em
with
in
the
the butt.
Chargers at like around 10.
of course you
I-
do.
I mean, but that's not even crazy, like at all. Like they're a good team. It's not like they're like. I mean, they're winning barely, but it's not.
I just think
It's different to have a good team on paper than to actually
Yeah.
do it on the field.
Well,
But
th-
it's
that's
not
the
like
thing.
they're like really losing though. I mean, they're 3-2 right now, which is a little bit of an underperformance. But it's either 3-2 or
They're-
4-1.
I'm not saying they're bad.
They had a
I'm just-
close
And
game versus the Chiefs.
They have a good team on the field. It's just a lot of those players are injured.
And they play the Broncos next, so they should beat them.
No, it's a divisional game also. So you never know.
Yeah, that's true, but
All right. Number 9, I have the Green Bay Packers.
I tell you, okay,
After see now this one's more questionable.
this is a little questionable. That
It is.
offense to me,
does not click.
See, that's why I put them, because they were pretty high for me last
you
week.
shut their run game down.
Their
and
run game, and
They were
that
pretty high for me last week, also. Actually, I think
The
It might have
Pat-
been like 7 or 6. Last
the
week.
the pass game that everybody's questioning is we're now seeing that. We're now seeing they're not getting into a rhythm with the pass game. Like you said, you shut down their run game. They don't have any offense.
Are the Giants legit?
I don't know, dude.
That's the thing.
I mean, the whole season, I was like, their defense looks respectable, but I didn't think their offense
I'll
could
be
do
honest,
anything.
The Giants aren't legit.
I don't think so either, but
Nah,
look
they're
what they're
not.
doing. I mean,
you're right.
is it either the Packers are really bad or the Giants actually decent? I mean,
They're not
Saquon,
bad. Like I'm not gonna hate on them, but like they're
They're a
not,
middle.
They're,
They're a
not
middle
4-1.
team. They're a middle team. to me.
Saquon's showing up, and he left the game this past game, and I thought,
I was gonna say, can't he stay healthy? A whole
Here it
season?
goes,
That's
and
what it comes down to.
then he came back in and had a 50-yard run. So I don't know. It is impressive.
They're heavily reliant on Saquon Barkley.
They are.
Yeah.
They are.
It's like,
So
the,
is
it's
this
like the
team,
Titans
Aaron
with
Jones.
Derrick Henry. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
Yeah, but Saquon Barkley's playing better.
Tom. Number 8.
The
I
Giants?
feel like you're not gonna like that one.
That is
49ers.
downright disrespect.
Whoa.
That is downright disrespect.
that is
Wow.
That
Oh,
is like
man.
not even disrespectful. That is just stupid. Actually.
Why did you
At
do
8?
this?
8.
Why did you do this, TJ?
Oh my
Walk us
God.
through it.
You seen what they did to your Panthers team,
Okay, but
and they
okay,
played
but here's
just
the
as
other
good the
thing.
week before.
I also think my Panthers team is team number 32 right now.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, but even then, like good teams don't always blow out bad teams. For the majority of the time, like it doesn't go down like that. But they balled out.
So here's the thing is that I like about the 49ers. They have allowed 61 points, which is tied with the Bills for lowest throughout the whole season.
Okay,
So defense is good.
So you're saying that there's 6 other teams that are ahead of them that's defense is worse.
7 other teams.
Well, the Bills.
Bills. So, okay.
Oh, okay.
6.
Yeah, okay.
Well, no.
Okay. Well,
Like a defense is one factor of a team.
No, I'm saying so. There's 6 teams ahead of the right now on your list
Okay.
because obviously the Bills are higher
Okay.
that have a worse defense than the 49ers. Okay, let's move on.
That have worse defense. Okay.
Yeah, statistically, I mean, you just said it yourself.
You could say that, yeah.
I mean, their offense is good too. As long as Jimmy G takes care of the ball, that's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
But they have a good offensive scheme with Shanahan. I mean, it's not like they're bad.
This one, this is
Yeah.
this is one that was it's interchangeable, but I do think the teams that I have
What?
I have teams ahead of them that I truly do think would be the 49ers.
I know you're gonna have. Oh, okay. All right. All right. Dang,
I
okay.
knew that one. I knew that one was
Dang.
gonna
I
upset
I
you.
have the 49ers at number 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can
Number
see it.
4,
Number
wow.
4.
They look pretty good. Not gonna lie.
All right, next.
Next we have the Minnesota
I
Vikings.
knew that was
Okay.
So
See, I can't have the Vikings better than the 49ers.
I can't.
Really?
Nope.
No, I
they're
can't.
4 and they're 4 and 1.
The Vikings are 4-1, but they could very easily be like 1-4.
Mhm.
I kid you not. They are barely winning some of these, and I still like them in that conference, but they just can't blow out teams.
It's their conference to win or their division to win.
Who'd they play this past week?
The
Bears.
Bears.
The
They must let
They
the
let
Bears
them
come
crawl
back.
back
Yeah,
in.
that's
they
what
let
they
the Bears
called
come
back.
back.
It's like that game, the Lions game. It's this game like they can't just
Yeah.
keep that lead and just hold on.
Mm-hmm.
So
I like the 49ers more than I do the Vikings right now.
So after hearing that from Joe, who was really big on the Vikings, is that
Still
change any
am,
perspective?
but-
I mean, yeah, you still are, but like doesn't change perspective. Why do you think the Vikings are better than the 49ers?
Because the Vikings defense, dude, is my most questionable thing.
Yeah.
And Kirk Cousins ain't consistent week to week, so they need that defense to help them a little bit. And they ain't going to be helping them too much. But the 49ers defense, dude, they're pretty nice.
I think 49ers Vikings is an absolutely offensive battle, and I don't think it's a guaranteed
I want
Vikings
to hear
win.
you call a game a defensive battle. I've yet to hear that. Every time it's offensive battle. Which to be fair,
Yeah.
a lot of times you've been right. Most of the time you've been right.
Uh-huh.
But
You throw the Cowboys in a game, I'll be like, okay,
Cowboys
it's gonna be
49ers.
defensive.
That'd be pretty cool.
Cowboys 49ers would be a
That'd be
good
I
one.
mean,
defensive
just like
battle.
what is it about the Vikings that makes them better?
It's just when they click on offense, it's like something else. So like if they're able to click on offense
but
against
the 49ers,
the 49ers,
can click on offense also.
They can.
they can.
They can't.
Yeah, I know they can, and when they do, it's good. Like I think the 49ers are a good team, but I
Yeah,
don't.
the thing about the Vikings is they have to click on offense with how their defense has been playing. The 49ers aren't pressured to like really like crush on offense
Yeah.
as much.
Yeah, you can say that.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't hate that. Yeah.
All right, let's see with number 16 that should be lower than the 49ers also real quick.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my gosh.
What is happening? How do you still have the
The
Bucs?
Vikings,
the
the
Bucs,
Vikings should be above the Buccaneers also.
the Bucs are the most disappointing team.
And they cheaters.
They could have lost to the Falcons. Honestly,
They
they
should
probably
have.
because they put up 0 points in the second half.
And we got cheated.
Yeah.
We
I
literally got
honestly
cheated.
think if the Falcons got the ball back, they actually had a shot to win that because they were
We
putting up
would've
points
won.
in the
I mean,
second.
they did have a shot to win.
Falcons are a one-half team. Their one half was the second half of that ball game.
Yeah, we've been saving it. We've been doing well with it. We're using it to our advantage this time.
Oh, 6. Man,
You don't like that.
I don't like that.
Wow.
That's high, dude.
You don't think the
Bucs-
Bucks beat the Vikings or the 49ers?
I'm not saying
They
It
could.
doesn't- I mean, they could. It does, I don't know. I don't.
Any
think of
team
it
could
just
beat
like
any team.
that. It's just the Bucks have been so just.
disappointing.
Yeah.
I'll say they
not
have been
there.
disappointing, but they do keep winning.
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess
That's the
so,
only
but-
thing. It's
Oh my gosh.
and
it's
and
just-
like
I
with the-
will say though, I would have the Buccaneers above the Chargers. I think the Buccaneers are more impressive of a team than the Chargers are right now.
I question that a little bit too.
I
I,
kinda
really do.
question that.
The
I-
Bucks have been just.
Wow, you guys are really low on the Bucks.
Yeah, I am.
Wow.
They have not impressed me one
Oh,
bit
I-
week in and week out.
like
I think-
said, I
They had such high expectations, and like I think they had you expected them being like a whole nother level, and now they're playing like a normal team.
no, I remember I had the Saints beating them in that division. So no. I
Yeah,
never
but
thought
you're
they
you're
were-
on another level with the Saints.
And well, it's not. It was not just fully the Saints. It was more. It was also the Buccaneers. I know I'm like fairly high on the Saints, but it's not like I thought the Saints were gonna win like 14 games.
Mm-hmm.
I thought the Buccaneers were gonna win like 9, 10 games,
Okay.
and the Saints would be able to.
I
beat
thought the
them all.
Bucks could ball out because of Tom Brady and it being his last year, but he seems like he's just
He's broken.
yeah.
But like, I don't know. Wait till the playoffs roll around. They could. That's whenever they turn it on.
Yeah.
That's what they do.
If they get
It's
there.
a little under the radar thing, but I mean, yeah, just the way the Buccaneers have been playing right now. Just there's nothing that jumps out that's like, wow, this is really good.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
every
I
once,
agree.
I mean, I don't know. They
I
just
said they
been
put 0 points
underperforming.
in that second half of the Falcons game. Like, that offense should be – it's not like they were injured either.
The first half,
Right.
Mike Evans kind of went off, but besides that was
I was
it.
gonna say we gave them the benefit of the doubt whenever they played the Packers because they were out 3 of their receivers.
Yeah.
But now they're back, and I mean it's helping a little bit, but even then, it's still not overly impressive at all.
No, I agree.
I think that game too, when it comes down to it, the Bucks usually have a disappointing quarter, and the Falcons always have a opposite of a disappointing quarter where they play a massive, awesome, great quarter of football or half of football. So I think that's why that game was so close, in my opinion.
If they lost, where would you have them? If they lost to the Falcons?
Which they should have. To be clear.
If they lost, I'd probably
10.
have them at like 8 or 9.
They would have a losing record, you know.
They'd have a losing record.
Okay.
No, I'm still pretty high on the Bucks. I don't know. They have disappointed for what my expectations were, but in terms of performance, I feel like they're doing all right.
I don't know. Like, playoffs, yeah, they could turn it on, but this is right now. I mean, Tom Brady in the playoffs is a different animal, but right now,
I've seen many Tom Brady teams where the regular season hasn't looked the greatest,
and then they go
whenever
into the playoffs and just make it look easy as heck. Yeah.
All right, number 5, we have the Dallas Cowboys. Their defense on point.
That's the best
Offense
defense
on
in the league,
point.
in my opinion.
I'm actually really trying to think of the one other team you have above the Dallas Cowboys.
I'm trying to think too.
Wow.
Bills, Eagles,
Yeah, Bills, Eagles,
Chiefs.
And
Wow,
then who
this
else?
is crazy. What?
That's what I'm saying. If it's not,
Why can't we just live in the present?
I don't know because I'm thinking.
Ravens, maybe.
Oh God.
I hope not.
I hope not. It is. It is. It definitely is. It
You
definitely
know,
is.
my number 1 team that I would put above the Chargers is the Bengals. I would put the Chargers above the Bengals.
Okay.
Or Bengals above the Chargers. I'm sorry, vice versa. I would put the Bengals.
I still
at
have
10.
the Bengals in my top 10, but I would
Okay.
I would have
On this
the
list, that's what I would
Packers or like Buccaneers kicked out
I agree.
or
Those are iffy too.
um
All right, but sorry, you were talking about your 5
No, I mean Dallas is just they're really impressive right now.
Defense is crazy.
Their defense, Micah
Yeah, it's
Parsons,
nuts.
insane, and I mean
so like
Cooper Rush to do what he's doing is like just who would have thought that? Nobody.
Diggs is doing decent as well.
Yeah, no, he's doing really good.
He's had some interceptions. I'm like, all right, that's
yeah,
pretty good.
and he's like
He's running
everybody was
routes.
like hating on him last year, and he's
Yeah.
really just kind of shutting everybody up the way he's performing.
I think it was the Rams game where he literally ran the route of the receiver. That was pretty cool. Like,
I
just
mean,
knew it.
and on the other hand, now like the Rams aren't even in my top 10. Like, it's not even a question.
they don't
I agree.
deserve to be right now.
No.
So that's
Mm-mm.
fair. Okay, so like it's hard not to look ahead because like a number 5 ranking is not bad for the Dallas Cowboys, but it just having them not better than the Ravens because they have the second biggest win streak in the NFL right now, only behind the Eagles.
I would like to say as well, Cooper Rush is still undefeated and is better than Dak Prescott.
Okay, well, he's not better than Dak Prescott because he had 50 yards passing.
He's
at
not better than
halftime.
Dak Prescott, but the gap isn't as big as I think people believe it is.
Dak Prescott's gonna lose all his commercials to Cooper
If
Rush.
Dak comes back and he loses, I'm,
there's
I'm
so much-
telling you, man. There's the pressure on this guy
yeah.
is
Yeah.
insane.
Oh yeah.
the amount of pressure. If Cooper Rush, I mean,
I'm
they're
just
even,
memeing, by the way. I don't
he prob-
actually think Dak Prescott's worse. It's just really funny to bring up because look at the on paper.
Yeah, there's gonna be a ton of pressure. They're talking about possibly bringing him back this next week. I don't think they're gonna do it. It's a big game
Dak?
versus the Eagles. It's a big game
Yeah.
versus the
I
Eagles.
don't do it.
I don't think they're gonna do it.
Undefeated Cooper Rush versus undefeated Philadelphia Eagles. What a story.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know. There's just like the Ravens easily could have lost the game to the Bengals. Justin Tucker's just like pretty
The
freaking
GOAT.
incredible.
Yeah.
What
honestly.
about that? What happened to the Ravens?
I mean, they won.
why are you
Is that
talking
what
about the
you-
Ravens?
Yeah,
already?
why are you talking about the
We don't even
Ravens?
know if it's number 4 yet.
Okay. All right. Let's move on to number 4.
Number 4 with the Ravens.
All
Dude, Mark Andrews, Lamar Jackson,
So
and
that was like
honestly,
a defensive game.
Yeah.
pretty
yeah, I was gonna
much.
say their defense. I liked
It
the way
shouldn't
they
have been
looked.
as. Like I said, Lamar did miss some open
Mhm.
touchdown passes, which was
Yep.
disappointing, but they won. So good job.
They won.
But I'm also not high on the Bengals, so also good job. Divisional game though, so good job. I don't know. Four is high. I have them in my top 10, but 4 is high.
4 is pretty high.
4 is pretty high, huh?
4 is
pretty high.
4 is really high in my opinion.
Man, dude,
I would have the
think-
Cowboys ahead of them right now.
Oh, I definitely can't do that. Dude,
Why?
the Ravens just
But okay, here,
every game is so
if the
different.
Ravens actually didn't blow those 2 leads,
Yeah.
sure.
The Ravens just came off of a 2-game losing streak and also had a chance to lose a game versus the Bengals, which could have been 3. It wasn't. But, like, on the other hand, the Dallas Cowboys win.
Yeah.
Yeah, every Ravens game is so different, though. And the Ravens don't have much to work with on offense. It's like the running back situation is Lamar. The receiving
J.K. Dobbins
is all right.
Yeah, he's doing.
Okay, so you say
Right.
that, but then you still have them at 4.
Also, Duvernay.
I know, because
He's been
they're
pretty
still
good.
winning.
Well, they've won 1 out of the last 3 games.
Yeah, which all those
So,
games are really, really close.
I could
But
argue that
they
they're
blew a
losing right now.
21-point lead, then a 17-point lead, and then a
That
10-point
yeah,
lead.
yeah. But the way their defense looked this game, I think they fixed stuff.
It was good.
I don't know. I'm pretty high on the Ravens. Like you
I
might,
am
you can
too.
say
I-
that's high, but
I mean, I'm high on the Ravens too. I think they're winning that division, but 4's high.
I like the Ravens.
I like the Cowboys.
I think I'd have the
I
Ravens
question.
at
I might like the 49ers more right now. Also,
I think I'd have the Ravens at like 7 or 8, I think.
7 or 8.
Yeah.
What do you have the 49ers above the Ravens?
Absolutely. Wow. Not even close, actually, in my opinion.
right now, I probably would.
I definitely
also.
would. Cowboys are an absolute no question above the Ravens.
Have the 49ers been in any like close games? Like
Well,
games where they kind of.
The Broncos.
Yeah, the Broncos game.
I
The
was thinking- I
Broncos
was
and
trying to
Bears, which are both just disappointing games,
Well, yeah.
were both close, and they lost both of them. Yeah.
They really should be undefeated if you think about it, but
Mhm.
they're not. So whatever.
They're not.
They're
yeah,
not.
They're not.
Now to my top 3. Number 3, I have the Eagles.
Whoa!
Oh, shit.
What happened?
What happened? What? What happened? What?
Where were they last week?
Huh?
Where were they last week?
Number 2.
You dropped them?
Yeah. Because here's what I think: if the Cardinals make that field goal and the Cardinals get the ball in overtime,
You give
I-
us the most crap for saying what if scenarios.
Yeah.
well, no, I'm saying because
I know.
okay, go to
I
number
know.
2. Go to number 2.
Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Okay, the
Both-
Chiefs almost lost, bro.
Right.
If Devontae Adams and Hunter Renfrow didn't run into each other, they could
No,
have lost.
not even that. Adams, you should have caught that ball that you were out on, my dude. You had so much space. That's not like you. That was
the
very
thing.
disappointing.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda, but they didn't. And no, let me talk. Both of these games came down to the very last play. The Cardinals make that field goal and they get the ball in overtime. I think the Cardinals are winning that
Think.
game.
Think.
I think because
What if the Eagles get the ball?
I
And
think-
they go down.
I think it could have gone either way.
Okay, well, it
What
didn't.
if the Raiders would have had a chance to kick a game-winning field goal?
They did. They had the chance to tie it, and they didn't. They chose not to. You know why? Because if the Chiefs get the ball in overtime, the Chiefs are winning
That
that
was
game. If the
questionable.
Raiders
They
get the
couldn't
ball in
have won it.
overtime,
They couldn't have
the
won it
Chiefs
that
are
way.
winning that game. That's like it came down to the last play, and when I think about it, the Cardinals had a better chance to beat the Eagles, and the Raiders had a better chance to beat the Chiefs.
Lord.
And I think if the Chiefs and the Eagles play right now, the Chiefs are winning. I think the Chiefs are a better team than the Eagles. Sure, the Eagles are undefeated, but I think the Chiefs are a better team.
I mean, I do agree with you on that. I do think the Chiefs are a better full team, but the Eagles are undefeated and they're winning games.
Yeah, but
It's not even like
winning,
I feel
winning,
they'd have
like
to be above it right now.
I
saying
think you guys are underestimating the Eagles a little bit.
I'm not.
With
not.
their like
They're number
restructured
3.
secondary that they have.
I'm not
Miles
underestimating
Sanders
them.
is starting to run. Jalen Hurts has taken a massive step forward. They brought in A.J. Brown. Devonta Smith is a number 2 receiver who would probably be a number 1 on a lot of teams.
He was.
I mean, he was last year as a rookie.
See,
Hey, Chiefs,
I
Chiefs
would-
and Bills play each other this week because right now I actually don't know who I like more.
I don't either.
Would
That
you say
would be
Chiefs and
exciting.
Bills play this week?
That's
Yeah.
exciting.
Yeah, there's some bangers going on this week.
I don't know who I like more between those two.
I like the
teams.
Chiefs' defensive line better than the Eagles, but there's like a lot of things about the Eagles that I like more.
Like yesterday, dude, the Chiefs just turned it on, man.
Mhm.
Well, yeah, that's what.
And
we were
Travis
saying,
Kelce
like,
was shut down. Granted, I know he had 4 touchdowns, but he only had like 25 yards that whole game.
like the Raiders. They went up 17-0, right?
Yeah.
And even at that point, because I picked the Raiders to win that game, I was like, I don't.
and you
I
said
know
it. They're
what's
the
gonna
only
happen.
team that goes for points when there's 17 seconds left in half.
Right.
That is very true. That's what I said. That there was 17 seconds left in half, right after the Raiders made that field goal, and instead of kneeling the ball down, like probably all 31 teams would do, and I'll give a lot of credit to Andy Reid. They decided to throw it downfield. They end up getting a
Well, they were
face
mad
mask
because of
call.
that roughing the passer call. Also,
Well, yeah, that's
which
what they
was
said
complete.
sparked them to win that game, which is just awesome.
And the Eagles are undefeated, but I mean, look at the teams that they beat. It's not impressive.
I mean, you're right. That's not the most impressive thing, but they still. I mean, good teams lose the bat. I
Yeah.
mean, we've seen it. So the fact that they're handling their business is, I
Yeah.
don't know. It's,
I know I have them at number 3,
Like,
but
yeah,
I don't
three.
think that the Chiefs are better than them.
And I agree with
You don't think the Chiefs are better than them?
Or
Okay.
no, I do think the Chiefs are better. I
Oh,
don't
did
think
you
they're
just
better than the
expose
Chiefs.
as a real thought.
And I'm not even going to argue that. I actually like the Chiefs more than the Eagles
yeah.
too. It's
What's the issue?
yeah, I'm not going to. It's just it's
It's
just
just they're
crazy
doing what
to
they
see.
needed to
It's
do.
just crazy to see.
But
the
so
only
are the
under-
Chiefs.
Yeah, but they're not undefeated.
It's just that Colts loss, dude.
That is
Oh
the
my
Colts loss.
gosh,
which
that was insane. to me.
Eagles
down to a
fans,
field
don't
goal.
worry. I disagree with this one heavy. I'm on your
You
side.
don't think that the Chiefs are a better team than the Eagles?
No, I think the Eagles roster is better.
If they played 10 times, how many times are the Eagles winning?
6.
6.
Or
Okay, so it's
five.
close.
It's close to me, but I just Pat Mahomes, what he does, man.
That's what I'm saying.
You
I
give
just
him
can't count
17
that out.
seconds, he'll get points. It's just what
Yeah.
he does. I just
And everyone was down on them before the season because they lost Tyreek Hill, they lost some weapons, but they're right back where they were last year.
as a whole, Eagles probably have a better roster. I would agree with that, but Pat Mahomes is just. He's that dude. He's like
Yeah.
T.J. Watt for Steelers defense. You take him out, the whole thing falls apart. But T.J. Watt alone can win you games.
That's true.
Pat Mahomes, dude.
Yeah.
What
I
I
mean-
mean,
All right. Okay.
And then number 1, I have the Steelers. I mean Bills.
Funny. Hilarious. Yeah,
Bills
this
just
is-
are on another level.
I mean, they dominated that game, and I do think the Bills are an awesome team. But them dominating the Steelers, I mean, they did what they needed to. But the Steelers are so bad.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah, no,
they're so bad.
I didn't expect
They're
anything
so
different.
bad.
I really want to see this game this week. 'cause
Chiefs and
I kind of
Bills.
agree. I think this is going to be insane.
I think it's going to be game of the year.
has potential.
It should be.
I
Has
mean,
potential.
the last time they met was that playoff meeting.
Yep.
And it's like,
Yep.
that game was game of the year last year. It's like,
I always just get so nervous that after like a huge game like that, they're going to come out and it's going to be like 6-3. Like,
yeah.
Nah, no way. Not with this.
That's one of these two
I get
offenses
so
are.
nervous.
Yeah. I mean, this game will decide my 1 or 2 team. I mean,
So the Eagles have no shot of being your number one.
I mean, they do.
they
Granted,
beat the Cowboys. If they beat the Cowboys,
Yeah, so if they beat the Cowboys,
if they blow out the Cowboys and this game sucks, sure.
but the Cowboys defense. Oh man.
Dang
So
it. Okay,
basically-
let's
I
say
feel like the Eagles win. They got to be number one no matter what. I don't even care what happens.
I was gonna say this. Say the Eagles blow out the Cowboys, and this Bills Chiefs game didn't suck, but it was close. Would you have a thought of putting the Eagles over top at number 1 again?
Say that happened, but one of these teams blew out the other team,
That's not what I asked though.
right?
I said if the Bills Chiefs game is close, but it didn't suck. Say it was like 28-29 at the end of the game, but the Eagles blew out the Cowboys by like 20 points.
I don't know. We'll see what happens. There's no guarantees, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
We'll
I'm
just have to
taking-
wait and
I'm
see.
taking Bills in this game this week. I'm feeling good about it.
I don't know yet.
I don't know.
I don't know
yet.
because
I
the
don't know
Bills beat the Chiefs last year in the regular season. So we'll see.
Yeah, this one's gonna.
I don't know who I'm picking. That's like a coin flip to me.
It is.
might
This
be what I
is
see.
this is tough.
But I
But,
thought the
um,
Bills are on another level though.
The Chiefs. So the Bills are on another level, and then the Chiefs are like right behind them.
And where's the Eagles?
Patrick Mahomes is on another
in comparison to
level
that.
They're like a 2 steps down, maybe 1 step down. It's just like an empty step.
Where's the Panthers?
Sorry,
They're not even on the
to me.
stage.
Steelers are down there with you. so.
Yeah. All right, so that is TJ's top 10 teams on a Tuesday. Tune in next week to see who takes that number 1
This dude's
spot.
insane. You just get
Dude's a
slapped
madman.
with a tortilla or something.